Chair recognizes Mr. McNerney.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to engage in a colloquy with you.
Certainly. Gentleman's recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The American Clean Energy and Security Act is groundbreaking legislation that will combat climate change and create countless clean energy jobs. I'm proud to support this bill, but I would like also to take this opportunity to discuss an important issue that I hope we are able to address as this legislation moves toward consideration by the House. The bill issues allowances to power producers and distribution companies to protect customers and provide a smooth transition to the clean energy economy. The bill appropriately distributes allowances to companies producing electricity under long-term contracts that do not allow them to recover costs associated with carbon regulation. A similar arrangement was made under the Clean Air Act's Acid Rain program. At this time, however, the bill does not provide allowances to cover these same facilities' steam sales, which are made under similar long-term contracts. I'm concerned that this omission may inadvertently harm consumers and companies, including some in California that have acted early and decisively to combat climate change. I would ask that we continue to work together to address this issue. I also believe that my colleague, Mr. Green from Texas, would like to offer comments on this subject, and I yield to him.
I'd like to thank my good friend, Congressman McNerney, for raising this important issue. Mr. Chairman, as Mr. McNerney points out, your bill wisely contains a provision to hold harmless generators with long-term contracts to provide power who can't recover their costs because their contracts do not anticipate carbon regulation. However, the bill as currently drafted would exclude an important group of cogeneration facilities, including some in Texas, from receiving this temporary relief because the bill only covers power contracts with electric energy, not thermal energy in the form of steam. And now, Mr. Chairman, it's my understanding that only a relatively small portion of allowances have been set aside for these generators with long-term power contracts. It's also my understanding that if we were to make clear that those who are in the exact same circumstance with regard to thermal contracts can apply to receive allowances from this small pool, it would not affect the total or the percentage of allowances currently made available to LDCs or merchant coal under the bill. Mr. Chairman, I ask that we work together to resolve this problem prior to floor consideration by clarifying that cogeneration facilities that have long-term contracts for useful thermal energy would also be eligible to receive allowances under the long-term contract provisions. And I thank you for, and I yield back my time, or back to Ms. McNerney.
Mr. McNerney, would you yield to me?
Yes, I will yield to the chairman.
I want to thank you and Mr. Green for your attention to this issue. You have our agreement to work with you on this issue as we move this bill forward for consideration by the House. We will do so in close consultation with Mr. Boucher, given his expertise on electricity issues. But I want to thank both of you for bringing this issue to our attention. Does the gentleman from California yield back his time?
Yes, I yield back the balance of my time.
Thank you.